Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will get underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, the ground game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also means you're really, really talented, and you're thought highly of. So this roster, it doesn't take a backseat to anybody in the country. Starting year #1 is a great thing. That means you got talent. But how do you take this season, and how do you take step 1 today?
And that's the job of the coaches, I think, is to deliver the message to your team. You've got to prove it. You haven't played anybody yet. You haven't necessarily earned that #1 in front of your name. So here's your opportunity.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first.
Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, taking advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it first and goal.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this up.
He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Racing down the left side. He's at the 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now...
Turning it on! Got some room entered to the goal line. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Gets the first himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Takes the handoff. It's Brake. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
And the Ducks in the hurry up. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Looking to throw. Now adjusting. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Find his tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Makes the grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Gators are on the move. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Gators just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Calls it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Gator! Fit it in the window for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Gonna run it. It's Perez. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Looking to throw. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice two-point conversion play.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Offense changing the play. They want to throw it. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. throw time running short in the half. The sweet feet buy a little time. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That's caught. It's great. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires left. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Now he's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. He'll take another shot here. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. Gets away from one. He's got space. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Gilliam. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So here they come, going for it after giving up that sack and desperately needing to move the chains. Unloads it left. He's got it, first down and more. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Caught behind the line. It's Barres. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Right down the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop...
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with second and 11. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Under fire. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The give as they work on that clock. He breaks a tackle.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sutter. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. He'll get rid of it. And it's intercepted. Maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback...
Going to take a shot. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the deep.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
High the chains now on second and long. Looking to pass. It's Gilliam. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Abrams. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Bring in the heat. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Gilliam. Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Abrams. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game.